Alright, so tonight I decided that I want to talk a bit about how your thoughts will become your perception and how others perceive you, because the things that you think do have a vibration. That vibration can be very subtle, but mind you, that very subtle vibration will create a butterfly effect, and it will influence the entire world around you in a very subtle manner, mind you. So your thoughts are not just nothing. They have something. They have a vibration. Your brain produces alpha waves, beta waves, theta waves. It produces all different kinds of waves. Your brain is an electrical instrument. It does generate an electrical current. That we do know through the hard science. And we also know through the hard science that your thoughts and your emotions will influence the way you perceive reality, but especially the way that you act. Right? It will influence your tone of voice, your micro expressions, little things that we may not realize that we're doing, such as the change in our tone of voice, very subtle changes, the very subtle changes in our body odor, the very subtle changes in, say, our eye movement, our pupils dilating, the skin tone that are changed, that slight change in your skin tone, the blood flow, that body temperature, all of that is going to have very subtle but very, very powerful changes, right? And so those very subtle behaviors will influence the way other people react around you and with you. And I've actually noticed this with online dating, right? I've had times where I was negative and I was thinking very, very negatively. And I was thinking sort of not in a good state. And when I would say things online, so, if I met a girl, I would say, hey, what's up? How's it going? Right? Now, when you talk online, you don't get to see that tone of voice. You're not hearing the tone of voice. You're not seeing their facial expressions. You're not seeing micro expressions. You're not seeing whether their eyes are darting around or not. All you get to see is that little bit of text that they send you and whatever you see on their profile. So you're assuming, right, based on just on the text. So how can my text come off in different ways than others? So a lot of times I'll meet a girl and I'll say, usually open with the exact same things. Hey, how's it going? What's up? Sometimes they'll take it really well. Sometimes they'll be like, oh, hey, it's nice to meet you. You seem like a pretty cool guy. I'd like to get to know you. Or, wow, you sound so fucking stupid. Do you have anything better to say? Like, hi, what's up? Is that all you can say? Like every other guy, can you not, say anything more? Or they'll be like, ew, you're fucking weird, go away. Or they'll just block me outright. All kinds of different reactions. And I could remember tracing back what I was thinking and how I was feeling and what kind of thoughts and emotions were going through my mind and out into the universe. Right? How was I projecting myself onto the universe? And how did they perceive me? because a lot of people really underestimate the power of the subconscious mind. The subconscious is extremely powerful. It is way more powerful than you think. Right? And I know you hear about a lot of people that use, the subconscious mind and subconscious programming as a means to manipulate people and to get one over them and yada, yada, yada. And yes, there are people that do that. But mind you, in order to be able to do that, in order to convince someone to do that, to sort of, fall into your quote-unquote trap, if you see it that way, if that is your perspective of the situation, you have to subconsciously project yourself as being a good guy, right? If you're someone that thinks, hey, I'm going to figure out this whole law of attraction thing, I'm going to figure out all this subconscious programming, and I'm going to, walk up to somebody, and I'm going to, I'm going to hustle them and take advantage of them and take their money, or I'm going to play this woman and I'm going to dump her the next day and treat her like a total bitch and brag to all my friends. No, it's not going to happen. Like, it's just not going to happen straight up. If you are subconsciously projecting scarcity and you are thinking and feeling in terms of scarcity, then you're going to get back scarcity. You're not going to get abundance. I promise you that. In order to get abundance, you have to be in a state of abundance. And likewise, you will attract abundance. Now, I have seen extremely miraculous things happen to people in the worst of situations, where I'm thinking, the chances of this happening are slim to none. Now, notice how I did not say there was no chance of this happening. The chances, I said, were slim to none, but not none. Because your mindset can literally make the least likely of experiences and events come true. I have seen it time and time and again. People that just defy all odds, right? Like, you look at the statistics, you look at the demographics, you look at such and such, and you're thinking no, they're in the bottom 1%. They're the outliers, they're the exception to the rule, right? But if you're the exception to the rule, how is this happening every single time? So I'll give you an example. People say, if you want to be successful and you want to make money, you got to work hard, you got to go to school, you got to be educated, you got to study, you got to do all this stuff. And I'm not saying you don't have to do that. Yes, it helps. It helps a lot, and it certainly does good. But how many people have you seen, right, that work hard, that are super smart, super talented, super gifted, and they get nowhere? Right? They get nowhere. I've seen them. I've seen people that are super hard, super talented, super hardworking, and it seemed so obvious. It's somebody's out to get you, right? Someone's legit trying to sabotage you. Because I'm thinking, there's no way this can be coincidental. How is it a coincidence that these bad things just keep happening over and over again? How is it just a coincidence? Right? Or how is it a coincidence that's, I don't know what. I'm going to give you an example. Some ugly dude, right? Some quote-unquote short, ugly, bald dude is consistently getting beautiful women. How is that happening? Right? If it's once or twice, okay, I get it. You know what? He got lucky that one time. He got lucky, those 2 times. Fair enough. But if someone is consistently getting lucky over and over and over again, what does that tell you, right? It's not just exception to the rule. It's not just freak chance. And mind you, I've known people where the most unlikely of things happen to them over and over and over again. I mean, like, it's a recurring pattern. And I mean, really think about this, right? What are the chances that your collection of atoms, the collection of atoms, molecules, and everything that makes up your physical body is alive and sentient in this physical reality? Like, look at the world around you. Look at the house around you. Right? And okay, I'll be fair. Most of the things in your surrounding, in your house around you, have come from live plants and animals. Like, you know, a wooden door came from a living tree. You know, the gas in your car came from, you know, old fossils, you know, dinosaurs and whatever. But look in the entire universe. How many planets are there out there? No humans, no dogs, no animals, nothing, right? Maybe there's, like, I don't know, little tiny viruses or super tiny bacteria, right? Maybe like deep in an ocean somewhere on another planet. But there's no intelligent life like us, right? That we've seen at all, much less to build these huge civilizations that we have today. So the chances that you are alive as you today really are slim to none. They're like one in how many trillions? One in 1,000 trillion, 400 trillion, some hundreds of trillions of a percent. And yet here you are, watching my video, thinking about my video, listening to me, hearing me talk. So if that doesn't tell you something, then I don't know what does. Right? I had to clear my throat again and kind of adjust a couple things. Anyways, oh man, what else did I want to talk about? I want to talk about, your energetic vibrations. I'm telling you, man, like, I've had so many times where I was thinking something negative, right? Just thinking something negative. I wasn't saying anything out loud. I was just thinking negative things. And when I say negative, I don't mean like I was pissed or whatever. Like, I was thinking something, scarcity. Like, I was thinking about, fucking somebody up or kicking their ass or whatever. Or I was thinking about, someone saying something really stupid, saying some fucked up shit, and then, watching them cry and whatever. I was just thinking it. I was not saying it. I was not, flipping anyone off or doing whatever. And people would give me the weirdest fucking looks. Just be standing there, and people would, like, give me some dirty look, or they'd look away and, like, walk over, like they'd, keep their distance from me. I've had that happen quite a few times. And I've had times where I was thinking really positively, thinking something positive, deep breathing, all that, and people are smiling at me, right? They're maybe just walk by me like, hey man, I like your shirt. Hey man, that's a pretty cool band. Hey man, that's a dope ass, that's a dope ass outfit. Hey man, your hair looks really nice. All this stuff. Now, is that coincidence? Sure, but what is a coincidence? It is simply two events happening together. That's all it is. an incident. An incident is a single event. And so a coincident is two events coming together as one. So yes, everything in life is a coincidence. Right? Every person you meet is a coincidence. Every conversation you have is a coincidence. You watching the video that I'm making is a coincidence because I'm making the video and you're watching it. So we're interacting with each other. We are having a coincidence, right? This interaction between you and I, between me talking and you listening, is a coincidence. And that'll be about it for this one. Take care, guys.